Hi, I am Laverne Cooley. I am a multi-niche content creator, and I'm part of a series about life as a senior. And so today we're going to talk about reality of retirement versus the myths. And let me say this, retirement truly isn't what we thought it was. I used to think that retirement is you've finished your years of corporate America or whatever industry you were in. And once you retire, you don't have to work no more because you can live off your retirement. Oh my God, was I in for a wake-up call? Well, retirement is not like that. Whatever you made in corporate America or whatever field you in, you find out you only paid a lot less than what you already was making. So now I understand why people go get a job after retirement. Because let's say you were making $25,000 a year. Oh my God. And you go, oh honey, hey, when I retire, I'm just going to sit on the beach and drink pina colada. Oh, when you find out that check is half of that and might be a little bit less with taxes, all of a sudden it's only $12,000. And you retired to go get another job. Now, that is just the truth. Now, I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to say this. I worked 3 jobs in my age group of 30 to probably 40. Three jobs. I went to college at night. I sold insurance. I worked for the school district as an educational examiner. And I drove the school bus. Okay? When I did hit retirement, and I got that little check. Did you hear what I said? Little check from the school district. Oh, did I understand what they mean about retiring to go get another job. So yes, it is a big difference between what we were told about retirement versus how retirement truly is. And no, you don't go sit on the beach unless you're one of those people that was fortunate to have a fat investment to offset the retirement check or complement the retirement check. Now, let me say one of the things I learned along the way that can help you. Let's say you had an insurance policy and you bought this policy. You bought a whole life policy and you saved inside that insurance policy. Let's say for 20 years or 30 years. You find out that that policy actually it has accumulated another $5,000. And it ain't going to accumulate that much. And you find out that with the whole life policy, you can't get both at the end of life for, to say, example, let's say an emergency come up and you need that cash value that accumulated in that insurance policy. You could only get either the money or the death benefit. You can't get the cash value and the death benefit at the same time. You can only take one. Okay, that's another shocker. The best thing to do is get a cheap term policy and then get you an investment. I would say, for example, a mutual fund. Let the interest grow, and then over 20 to 30 years, especially if you're getting 12 to 18%, now you're getting some money. So I would recommend a person to invest where they're getting a higher rate of interest, so at retirement they got a decent amount of money to look forward to. And then you could say, okay, my Social Security check that I get from the government, plus my little bit of retirement, at least I can pull from my mutual funds or, cash in some bonds or whatever other, portfolio you may have. It can supplement your check, okay? Because we find out when we get older, the money value isn't the same. Of course, what we made back then, and I can go further back than then. I can recall when we used to go chop cotton, and yes, I chop cotton. Not in Georgia, but in Arkansas when I would go visit my mom in the summertime. We would work all day for $12. So in essence, we worked 12 hours just to get $1 an hour. Jesus, thank you for deliverance. Okay, so all I'm saying is you have to find a way to save so that when you do retirement, you do have something to tap into. Because what you think is there laid up for you, you find out the value is not that much. And you find out that oh my God, you have to be healthy enough to continue to work. Now, there are some other options, home-based business like me. I'm an independent contractor. I work from home. I also have another part-time business that I'm building on the side. Still trying to supplement my income because it's just not enough. And you want someday to feel like I have arrived and I don't have to work and I can sit on the beach and drink pina colada or margarita, whatever your preference is. But until you get there, you gotta work. And my heart go out to those that once they get past 60, can't work, don't feel like work, and they living off this minimum little money, worried about if they have the Medicare or Medicaid and all of that. And then now we're in a society, we don't know how long that's gonna last or if it's gonna last past our true golden age. So there's a lot that we are faced with, and we have to decide what we want to do to supplement our income and to continue to thrive. Now, of course, you could be one of those people. I don't care. I get $500 a month or $1,000 a month, and I make it work, and I do me. And if that's for you, that's for you. But if you are one of those people that, hey, I like 4-star, 5-star living, flying first class, or upgrade, and I like hitting, some city every 6 months where I can just enjoy myself, baby, you're gonna need more than that little SSI or that little Social Security or that so-called retirement check. So anyway, all right, that's my tip for the day. Let's stay encouraged, stay motivated, and stay inspired. And we look forward to seeing you on the next live, or like, share, and subscribe, and you'll get the next video. Okay, we are sharing what it's like to be a senior. All right, over and out.